So, hope everyone's having a good day. Did I say it's about hash info? I think I did, right? You're doing good? Thank you. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Hash Info Show. I'd like to welcome you to today's sleep stream extravaganza. I started it early. I haven't even gone poop yet, but what I can do is set up the living room, put you in there, put on a little snow globe disco light thing. That's gonna just totally enthrall you. People are gonna start to show up and I'll go like this for like hours. It's just gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get paid. You guys are just gonna be wicked. Let's do it. Throw a few super chats in there, mix it up with some channel members, send them my way, and I'll start grabbing those beauties and just sticking them right in the wallet. It's empty. I can show you. It's empty. Want to see here? Nothing falls out of the wall. Oh, damn. You got me. You got me. There's nothing. That is family photos. When they're like, yeah, do you have ID? I'm like, yeah, sure do. I got some pictures right here. This is my mom when she was a baby. Don't look too long, bud. What's really going on? How you doing? Spending money. How you doing, homie? Hello, sir. Oh, channel member. Send me one. Send me a message. I'm gonna see if I can hit this thing. I played baseball one time on my chick's baseball team. I got on base and I stole some bases. It was an awful hit. I'm not very good. But I'll say this. I'm very good at baseball, but to hit a ball, like, I don't sit there and practice hitting a ball, right? I'm in a tournament with people throwing underhanded heaters. I don't like underhanded throwing to start. If you could throw overhand and you actually threw over the plate that wasn't, like, I don't know the scoring, the strike zone, just give me a ball. Like, give me something decent. What's this, like, my knees are way down there, but do you know where my knees are? They are like way down there. I'm up here. Give me one. Give me a heater. Give me one right there. Cause I can belt them. Like, I mean, I've hit balls before. I've hit bunches of different things, but one of my greatest achievements ever was I can't say where. Buddy's place after school. It took the bus home to his house. He lived in like another area of the city somewhere far. It was like a 40-minute bus ride. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, don't worry, it's not that much further. I'm like, further? Holy, it was light out when we left and it was dark when we got to his place. I'm like, this is a long bus ride. We were golfing in his backyard. Man, I'm telling you, this one I sent this thing to the moon. He's looking at, this guy is huge. He's failed 3 times. Plus he's on roids. I don't promote that or anything. I don't use that. I've never touched it. I'm awesome. You can be like me without using that stuff. I swear to you, I'm pure natch. Pure, like, I'm too cheap to even get that, and then I don't know what's in it. I would never touch that. He's like this. He's like, turns to me. He's like, that was amazing. How did? He's like, what? He's looking at me, and I'm good size, but way thinner than him. My biceps are like 3-4 inches smaller than his. I'm fit, but not this guy's level. This guy was beating up people who graduated 2 years after, right? We were in grade 9, and this guy's beating up like 24-year-olds at the bar and stuff, right? I don't promote any of this. I'm just saying this is what happened. And he's looking at me. He's looking me up and down. And he's like, yeah, that was amazing. He's a very nice guy. I like the guy a lot, but he's huge. He's a beefcake. His brothers are monsters compared to him, but for his age, and he play fights with his brothers and takes his brothers and goes like this with them. It's insane. But this guy, we sit there and he's trying for a good half hour, and he's just nailing them. and they're nothing compared to. I do three. He thinks it's luck, right? I'm a little bit offended, right? He's also looked me up and down. We're not. It's the weirdest thing. Two toughest guys in our division. We'll just leave it there. And he's looking me up and down, and I'm getting a little sick of him looking me up and down, right? So, and I'm at his place too, so I'm treading a little bit more lightly than normal, and I'm lining up, and he's like, "Hey, you think you're gonna do further in this one? $5." I'm like, "I'll go $10. I crush anything you hit today." He's like, "Okay, you're on." And I lean down, and he could tell, he could see I was getting like jacked. I start doing this thing that they use now, and they like actually come at the ball and go like this. I never did. That wasn't even around. There was videos of that on YouTube, but there was nothing going like that. So I sit there, I'm going like this. This is 1995, grade 9. I remember this because I specifically got in big time trouble. And there was a specific teacher that got involved, and it was grade 9. It was also my first year of high school. And I got in wicked trouble. Because normally I walked home. So my first year of getting to kind of go into high school, I messed up, eh? So I'll explain that after, maybe, probably not. But we're gonna go back to this. I'm teeing up this ball, no golf tee a couple of times. Now I'm using a golf tee. He's been using one most of the time. I was just using beds of grass, like just higher things. I'd take a lump of grass, tear it and put it down and use that as a thing, right? Just boom, and I'm sending these things like fireballs. I did about 4 in a row, but so I'll go back to the second one, third one, I don't remember. But it wasn't the last one because we bet a couple times. So I take his first $10. Literally, I bashed this thing so far, and it went further than the other one that I hit. And I'm looking at this thing going, like, what is going on? Like, I've hit golf balls before, but I guess here's the thing: if you're fit, a fit person can hit a golf ball. It doesn't matter your size. You can be super skinny. If you're fit, you can do things to a golf ball that are most humans can't, right? And it takes a lot of your body to be in tune, right? From your, I don't know, your knees, almost your feet are planted, so your feet count, but from your knees up, there's a lot of power, momentum, and movement, and switching direction, and you have to channel even like a second layer, which is the 90 degree, the elbows, the locking, and then the wrist. All of this has to come together at the exact second when you line up that ball to make it go exactly forward to get the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, right? So if you want to see how far you can hit, you hit it straight. You don't hit it like to the left. You in front of you hit a ball forward. So that is, you have to keep that in mind the whole time you're playing golf. Otherwise, you're an idiot. So you take the ball and you put the center of the ball on the center of your, what I call a racket face, but it's called a club face. And then inside the club face, if it looks like this, you're taking an area that's this big. And then you're lining it up with a golf ball, and the center is maybe like 2 or 3 toothpicks thick. And you have to judge not only horizontally, but vertically as well, because you have to hit it dead center of the horizontal that you hit. So there's actually 2 angles on the golf ball. There's the elevation, and then there's the directional, which has to be dead center. All of these, and trust me, I'm a pro. I grew up watching golf and playing golf for free for decades. I can do underhanded, behind the back jumper bouncers onto the green in one shot. I've done ridiculous things. I'm not like the best golfer in the world, but I get the logistics, and I'm fairly decent at the release and the game itself. Putting is one of my strong features as well, and 3/4 of the game of golf is putting. If you're, shoveling tampons up you and you're a dude, then you should be able to get on the green in 3 shots, right? So, and again, I don't golf every day, so anyone who golfs for like the last 20 years, you have like, I would get like an insane handicap to play against you in golf. Like, that's how it's played and booked, right? Like, if I was to play you for money, and I would probably beat you on, if there was a decent handicap, I'd beat you every time, because that you have to adjust for the fact I don't play golf, right?
So I wouldn't be trying to like, we would judge it off the first bet, basically. How, let's say you beat me, then we'd have to readjust the handicap if it wasn't enough, right? So, but that I wouldn't let that happen because I know what I would need in order to take it. And if you're so good and you play every day or you play 4 times, 6 times a week, let's go, bro. So, and I don't really want to brag, but like, there's a few sports I don't really talk about that I'm very good at. And golf, is it a sport? I don't know. Is pool a sport? Is darts a sport? Bowling's a sport, isn't it? I think maybe. Um, these things are movement games, right? Like even mind sports like chess, I think it should be considered a game, a sport. Is esports a sport? They labeled it sports, so I mean, it's mind and hand movement. If you think what it takes to fly a fighter jet, it's what I just said. So don't overlook what. And if you know the future of anything, it's eyes and hand movement. So I mean, the top gamers in the world could possibly be the leaders of the world, or their children, because of what they pass on, right? And their skill set is passed down as, hey, this is a non-noob way to handle a flat screen device, or whatever you're doing, controller, right? The thumbstick controller with the buttons, these buttons, this, and the two thumbsticks. That's how you fly a drone. Like 3/4 of the world will be flying drones right away. So uh, it's you'll be piloting planes with basically what I just said. Damn near. I mean, I'm sure you can still use this, but if you look at all the new cars, they barely have. They're using like something like this to steer now. So controllers aren't out of the way of probability for movement, right? Let's have some tea and get moving. Definitely 1 cup of hot tea. Maybe 2, you never know. But I have seen things. I've definitely seen the future. And it's not bright with what I said. Hey, think about the drones and what they're going to be used for. And their ability is really good at tracking, tracing, and hovering over you and face following you, exactly following you. It's scary what we already have out there, right? That follow me tech, that's on like the lowest budget drone you can get. That tech is scary. Like that tech is really scary. That's photo recognition to specifically takes a picture and only follows the dude that, looks as goofy and dumb as me, right? Like, wow. And it's a $99 drone that flies in the air above you and tracks you and traces you at 45 kilometers an hour up to a half a mile in the air. Like that's not good. And that's a basic model. Imagine if you, like, I keep going back to the $99 thing. Like, think about the future. These things are going to cost a fortune. What are they going to have on them? How big are they going to be, right? So there's some work we have to do with aviation and what we allow, whose hands the power is in, right? Lots of evil people could fly drones. It's not a good thing. Even if you're a good person, you shouldn't be able to fly a drone inside of a city or inside of airspace near planes by 50 miles, not even close. Never past 10 feet in the air. These drones they have for $500 fly 75 miles per hour and have metal propellers on them. Like, do you want me to keep going? It's pretty common sense what could happen. They weigh a certain amount too, which is like they weigh half a pound and it's flying at you 70 miles an hour with razor blades on it. Think about that. We allow this in the cities, in the towns. So and it's more the privacy, it's more the camera that's strapped to it that pisses me off. And the bitch on the other side of the viewer. Just gonna let you know straight up, I got some, I've been working closely with certain groups to ensure that we can catch you this summer. in many different ways. Like, I can't wait. I ain't playing. But people who want to, fly drones and spy, it's a new level of treason and will be dealt with, by the highest level of office. Just can't stand it, the thought of it, you know, people spying on you. Even, I don't care really. I care about everyone, but me. If you're spying on me, then you've really gone over and above, right? I just can't wait. It's gonna be a good year, though. I'm not really doing any videos on outside things. There's not much happening outside that I want to share. It's basically just some small things at this point. Really, it's all done. But when it is finished, right before we sell this place, me and Mrs. Hashi. I say I because I want to be the one that takes the offer. She can decide if she wants to take it, but like I want to be the one that gets like the bidding. Not, it doesn't have to be a bidding war, but like the what I think it's worth. It's great that other people want to value something, whatever they want to value at. But what's your reasoning, right? Like, why would you care what I value it at? Take what I say it's worth. I lived here. I've looked around. I can't find anything like this for less than, whatever, 20,000 over what I'm asking, right? I'm not gonna say too much. I just want to say what I think it's worth. Not a dime over. I'm not greedy. I want to give somebody a chance to make something, and the same thing. If I ask more, there may be a bidding war also. So, I mean, sorry, if I ask less, or if I ask the right amount. If I ask more, there may not be a bidding war. I meant to say, sorry. I was thinking in my head of saying that differently in the beginning. So I'll say it again. If I sell this place, me and Mrs. Hash, if I get the right offer when I'm talking to the person, because there can't be like two of us doing the thing, I want to take the offer. She can decide if it's a good enough offer. I'm just looking to see if it comes in high enough. I don't care anymore. But let's say let's say you take offers for 1 month, regardless, right? Just 1 month, leave it on the market, and see how many offers you do get, right? Maybe you don't want to sell this month, maybe you want to sell next year. When you get the offers that you get and they're like kind of less than you're thinking, if you wait a year, that might change by 6 or 8, or all of that plus double, like maybe double what you're getting now, right? So like double in the extra bit I'm talking about. So you got to think if it's worth it to go move everything, paint somewhere else, fix whatever you think they didn't do right when you get to the other place that you just finished fixing up. Like, for me, there's extras. Like, that comes at a high cost, It costs a lot of money to get, especially if you get the same size or bigger or a little smaller even, but it's maybe a little cheaper and a little more rundown. I want nothing like that because that's not a good start. It's not a good start. I don't want to have to paint, but if I have to paint once, I'll paint once. I like white. This kitchen I love this color. This color is nice. I think this side can be changed actually. I haven't painted there yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll paint. I have to fix the thing. Paint a little spot. I touched there. My back has been so bad for so many months. I had like 3 good weeks, and I definitely don't think I took it easy. I think I went hard and blew up I got sciatica. But I had 3 good weeks where I felt a little bit better. I remember saying, I'm like, damn, I feel better. And then I got sciatica. Like, it was like a week or 3 weeks later. I wasn't saying I was better, but I was able to lift some stuff, I felt good about it too. I was like, hey, I got out of bed and I didn't feel like crap today.
start of the day. Oh, my spine popped there. I'm gonna have my cup of tea and then I'll sit down here. It's ready to go. On it today. Wow. I'm in a pretty good feeling right now. I'm definitely thinking about doing a sleep stream actually on Hash TV. I think I'm gonna go live on Hash Info and take some round of something else. I forget what it's called. Rocket League Sideswipe, and then Pokemon Unite. Maybe 1 or 2 games, but I'll definitely do some Rocket League. A couple games of Rocket League. My hair means I'm dying. Like, no, I'm not dying today, but like, it means I am getting older. I wash my hair in the bath. I wash my hair every day. In the bath. Unless I don't have a bath, then I don't wash my hair.